That would make it sell.
And something that I don't think was present when the original game was released, online co-op for the campaign.
Nah, it wasn't.
I didn't think so.
Because online co-op, I think, showed up with regular co-op. Or, I don't know. I know it was in Halo 3.
Release was November 15th.
Just in time for me to not have money to pay for it.
Okay, 50-minute mark. Next trailer, Forza Motorsport 4, typical racing thing, October 11th. Next, 53-minute mark. New Fable game. There's a demo showcasing Kinect support. No release date was announced.
I have never been a fan of Fable. I've played the first two. I haven't played the third one yet, so I can't really have an opinion, but I don't know. I just couldn't seem to stay interested with either of them.
Okay, 57-minute mark. Minecraft is headed to the Xbox 360 after its huge overnight success on the PC. And in about as much time as it took for me to say that, was about as much time as they'd spent elaborating on the subject.
Which sucks, because it's Minecraft. Which means I'm going to be able... Once I get my recording back up, I'll be able to actually do Minecraft filler videos.
So,
and
like,
I totally stuttered throughout that sentence.
So, like, the year 2015?
Yeah.
Okay, 58 minutes. Because I think Prometheus summed this up pretty well when he sent a message to me on Skype. Hey, when he said, so it was Forza racing thing, new Fable game, Minecraft is coming to Xbox, and then Kinect Disneyland Adventures. That's pretty much what happened. If you want to look at the grand scheme of things, that section took, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. Minecraft was literally elaborated on for about 45 seconds.
Microsoft knows this is going to make them a bunch of money, though.
So really, they don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
Just say Minecraft is headed to our system, and millions of people will jizz their pants.
Yeah. Minecraft. Speaking of Minecraft, my fucking Minecraft account got jacked up, so now it doesn't say that I own the game. So I've actually had to send in the support request with the transaction ID and the PayPal account and my user account. Big pain in the ass. Tired of my games getting stolen by the company. First Nintendo steals my copy of Pokemon White, and now Mojang steals my copy of Minecraft.
Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah. Partnership with Disney has allowed the game Kinect Disneyland Adventures, where essentially you go through Disneyland without having to go to Disneyland. Jesus Christ, I can't speak.
It's contagious.
Kinect Disneyland Adventures. Do I really need to say anything?
I went to Disneyland once when I was like 13. Back when they still had the original Space Mountain. You know, the one where if you stuck a limb anywhere out, anywhere above where you were sitting, you would lose it. One that could decapitate you if you're more than 5'5".
One attraction was demoed. Next was... Oh, Jesus. Next was Kinect Star Wars.
Alright, I'm done.
George Lucas, where did you go wrong?
Jar Jar?
I can answer that question. Star Wars Episode 1.
No. Before that, walkie-talkies and flashlights.
That wasn't George Lucas. That was Steven Spielberg.
True. I'm mixing shit up. All right, it's fucking 11 o'clock at night.
I had to correct you when you mentioned that in our New Year's blog.
I did. You did, didn't you? My God, I just don't learn, do I?
Nope. Well, you know, at least looking like an asshole while using the Force is kind of unavoidable.
Yeah.
Right?
Lightning. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. I don't even know if anyone watching this is going to get that reference.
Okay, so next up was another entity that has fallen from grace, and that would be Double Fine. You know,
Double
the guys
Fine.
the guys that made Brutal Legend.
Which was a pretty good game. Just wish Metallica, Led Zeppelin, and one other metal band that I can't remember right now would just say, all right, I could use more money and sign on. I mean, it's not like they have a surplus or anything.
Mm.
They're making enough that they can spend it all. Yes, there is just a valley where you just make a certain amount where you cannot spend it all, but then it spikes up to where you're making enough, where you're making even more of that, and then you can spend it all. How that works out, I don't fucking know. It's the economy.
So anyways, yeah, they completely flubbed Brutal Legend, and now they're stuck making games making fucking Sesame Street games.
Brutal Legend wasn't too bad. It could have been better. Parts of it were, you know, the whole
after the first 3 hours, it was just a typical RTS.
Well, they did a pretty good job kind of merging the beat 'em up aspects as well. I don't know. I didn't think it was unsalvageable.
People hated Brutal Legend.
Yeah, well, they're not metal enough to like it.
They were metal enough to like it, and they didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, with the release of Sesame Street on the Xbox, we can now say that the Wii is no longer the only system for kids. So fuck you, Xbox 360 fanboys.
And don't forget PS3 fanboys.
Yeah.
Even though they are much smaller in number.
They can't say shit after the PSN incident.
which we'll get to. Sony did address it. They kind of had to. But we're not there yet. We're still at the 71-minute mark of the
Good God.
Microsoft conference. 71 minutes. This thing called Kinect Fun Labs is announced, and they said it's available right now. And
I don't even know what that is.
Essentially, it's a place where you can beta test the latest Kinect stuff.
Oh. Well, that's actually kind of a neat system.
I wrote, I gotta say, I'm still impressed with this piece of hardware. You look like an asshole while using it, but
it works.
That doesn't detract from how amazingly it works. And then, 78-minute mark. Remember last year when the announcement for the name Kinect, and we were looking at like the dozen different launch titles, and we saw Kinect Sports and how that was so totally ripping off Wii Sports?
Yeah.
There's a fucking sequel!
Kinect Sports Resort?
Nope. Kinect Sports Season 2.
Oh. That's not nearly as good a name.
Of course not.
I bet they don't even have the motor glider games either.
Okay, 82 minutes. We're wrapping this thing up. Harmonix comes out with Dance Central 2. I can forgive this because it's Harmonix.
It's gonna be hard as hell. It's gonna be like poppin' music, DDR had a love child, and it was adopted by Harmonix, who fed it nothing but steroids and hate.
Okay, so
either it's going to rise to the challenge and be the hardest fucking dance game ever, or it's going to break under the pressure and just be another blah game.
maybe we'll find out later this year.
Yeah.
So 84-minute mark, we get a summary of conference and shit. We close everything down, and we are left... This is interesting. We are left with a teaser trailer for something we thought we would never see.
Until the title got switched to another production company.
Yeah, pretty much.
So then it was pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
Yes, Halo 4 has been announced. It does star Master Chief. It takes place almost immediately after the events of Halo 3 when after he's told Cortana to wake him when he's needed.
Well, he's needed again.
We know nothing else. He's just... Because at the end of the legendary ending for Halo 3, he falls into a planet covered in Forerunner shit. Well, at the end of this trailer, he's falling onto a planet-type laser thing? I don't know. It was vague. We'll learn more later as the year goes on.
They did drop a release of Holiday 2012.
Which partially explains why the world is supposed to end then.
Only partially. We'll get to the other reasons.
Because there are two ways this new company can handle it. That they are either going to make a game so good that everyone just stops being productive, or so bad that everyone just commits suicide.
Well, we'll see how Halo handles the transition from Bungie to, 343?
I forget. I'm knowledgeable up until I have to name something important.
Didn't 343 make Halo Wars?
I don't know. I never got Halo Wars. I'm not a fan of the real-time strategy genre. I'm not good at it. I can't micromanage.
I'm not sure whether that was made by Bungie or not. I don't think it was.
It wasn't. I know that for a fact, but I don't know. Alright, so what's next?
Giving our thoughts on the Microsoft's conference. Like the sum total of everything.
It was it was better than last year's, but only because the major title announcements. So, Modern Warfare 3, Halo 4, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. What kind of bogged them down was the whole Sesame Street Disney thing. Because not only is that going to spark many a flame war again, ones that had died out a year ago, it seems like they're just trying to cater to to a larger market because they feel that they need to compete in the Wii in every aspect.
And it kind of there was when that portion came up, there was this disjointment. I felt like I was watching another press conference.
They kind of rushed through things that they could have elaborated a bit more on. That they should have elaborated a bit more on. Minecraft. Like the YouTube and Bing things. They could have...
It could have at least, given us something.
Demo.
Please.
Go to the Xbox YouTube channel. and play an unlisted video.
So that was Microsoft. We're going to be compiling all of them together and giving them scores later, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that right now.